Well, I'm gonna head out towards the Strip because it is Friday.
Take the next right onto Nevada 582 North.
She always interrupts me. It's Friday, so it's time to make a live video.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto East Flamingo Road.
Well, I've been here in Las Vegas for 2 days already. Yesterday, I joined old friend Rafa on a day trip to nearby Mount Charleston. Today, I'm going to do my customary Friday live stream from the Strip, no less. And then we're going to take off towards Lake Mead, Hoover Dam, the Valley of Fire, and eventually Zion National Park.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Well, greetings from Las Vegas. I am on my way to the Strip. It seems like a suitable place to do my customary Friday live stream, 6 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 p.m. in this time zone. And I'm going to park at the Westin. It is free and only about a block away from the Strip. Here we are, and on the map it did look like just one city block. But it turns out blocks around here by the Strip are really long, so it is almost a half-a-mile walk to what is officially called Las Vegas Boulevard. And fun fact, technically this is not Las Vegas proper but another city called Paradise. So Paradise City, like the Guns N' Roses song. Las Vegas Boulevard. Nothing comes close to it when it comes to shiny lights, even in the bright daylight. Very noisy around here though. Let me tell you, as much as I enjoy the sensory overload, I think I'm ready to go back to the desert. So if you'll join me tomorrow morning, we're heading towards Lake Mead. I've decided to do my live stream right here in front of the Bellagio. Seems like a good location.
Well, you're not gonna believe where I am. Today I'm coming to you from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is the Strip right here. That's the Paris, of course. I think the Eiffel Tower gave it away. And I'm standing here in front of the Bellagio.
The live stream was a success. Great bandwidth here considering the amount of people. Nice water show here at the Bellagio fountains. And we even had one of those only in Las Vegas moment.
Hi YouTube! What's up? Follow me on Instagram.
I'm telling you, only in Las Vegas.
Can I show my...
And if that didn't get me demonetized, well, the music from the fountains did. So you get to hear my own music. Tell you what, I could really use a nice cold IPA right now, so let's do that. So I stopped at this bar here called the Beer Park.
Cheers. Here's my $11 beer.
At least the location is great. I'm gonna do laundry real quick here and call it a night. And good morning from Las Vegas KOA at Sam's Town. Priced right, actually, considering the location. Before we go, I just realized I've never driven the Strip with Minitini in tow, so we're gonna do that real quick. South to north, so we have the sun behind us. And then to Lake Mead we go. Ooh, my tonneau cover is so dirty. So to the left here, we're going to see the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign. And the first hotel, also to the left here, is none other than the Mandalay Bay. Coming up next, the Luxor, groundbreaking when it opened in 1993, and still, to this day, it has the strongest light beam in the world, shooting skyward from the top of the pyramid. Here's the Excalibur, part of that failed attempt in the 90s to make Las Vegas more family-friendly with all these themed hotels. Coming up, the New York, and the MGM Grand. Yep, the Strip, definitely a feast for the senses. There's the Aria, now approaching the corner of the Paris and the Bellagio, where I did my live stream from. Then Bally's and Flamingo and Caesar's Palace across the street. There's even a replica of the Fontana di Trevi, which I hear is prettier than the original, if that's even possible. Coming up next, the Venetian. Also with many replicas of famous buildings, landmarks, even canals with gondola rides. The Treasure Island with its pirate ships. This cool-looking structure here coming up is a mall actually, called Fashion Show. Never actually being there, but then again, I'm not too much into malls, or fashion for that matter. Las Vegas, of course, a city always reinventing itself, hence there is always something under construction. Circus, that's where we stayed the first time we came to Vegas back in 2005. They even have an indoor amusement park. And we have reached the end of the Strip. The Stratosphere Tower marking the northern end, although not officially considered part of the Strip, believe it or not. And with that, now we are switching gears, heading east towards Lake Mead. Lake Mead National Recreation Area here is $25 per vehicle. But if you have an interagency annual pass like the $80 America the Beautiful National Park Service pass that I have, you get in free or included with your pass. Amazing how you can drive a short distance from Las Vegas and encounter this landscape. Here we are, Boulder Beach. In my original plan, I wanted to stay at the campground here to the left, but I ended up making reservations at the RV park, which is called the Lake Mead RV Village instead. My mistake. I didn't really need full hookups today, but I'll take them. Actually, not bad. Not bad at all. Some of it is undergoing renovations though. I'm going to upload a video here and then we go explore. Hey, check it out. Isn't this a nice view? Okay, I goofed. I think I came to the wrong place. I wanted to come to the Boulder Beach campground and instead I came to the Lake Mead Village. They're next to each other. So I made a reservation at the wrong place. Doesn't matter.
I'm finishing uploading a video and then we're gonna explore the area just a little bit. I think it might rain. Let's walk around a little bit while my file finishes uploading. Yeah, this is where I wanted to stay next door. Oh well.
Let's walk towards the lake.
It feels like the lake is really low, like the water level normally would almost get all the way up to here.
There, you can really see how low the water level really is. Quite astonishing, actually. I imagine Boulder Beach was probably really close to the campground back in the early 80s, when the water level was really high. Let's head back.
It has a little bit much of the RV park look. Which, nothing wrong with it, but I just prefer the campground look.
It is a beautiful area, and someone's flying a drone, although we're not supposed to, so I won't do it, just in case. I'm just gonna chill out, relax here for a little while, and then we're going for a hike. Take a look at those colors. Amazing. Let's check out the campground here next door real quick, which is, as I said earlier, where I wanted to camp originally.
You know, I thought I had made a mistake by going to the village, the RV park, instead of
Turn left onto Lakeshore Road.
instead of the campground, but the village is only it's only $10 more, and you get full hookups. So, yeah, I did all right.
Continue on Lakeshore Road for 1.5 miles.
Let's go for a hike.
There's the Hoover Dam Lodge. We are going to do the historic railroad trail, which normally goes all the way to Hoover Dam, but unfortunately there is a section closed, so we'll do as much as possible. They have some of these signs which provide some historical context. There's the RV park where we're staying at, and this helicopter once again. Apparently it is a tour that takes off from the lodge. Wouldn't it be cool if we saw one of those? There's Lake Mead, well, what's left of it, in all its glory. And we've got the first tunnel coming up. More historical context here. Oh yeah, perfect spot to take a break.
I guess this is as far as we can go today. The tunnel is closed.
The hike would have definitely been a lot more interesting had we actually made it all the way to Hoover Dam, but still, we got to see some very nice views of Lake Mead, and the tunnels were pretty cool, although we didn't see any bats. There goes the chopper again. Hopefully, by the time I come again, the whole trail will be reopened and I get to show it to you. Because, I'm coming back one of these days.
Well, yeah, as I said, it would have been really neat to do the trail all the way to Hoover Dam, but this is pretty cool, just walking through these tunnels. If only for the views of Lake Mead alone,
it is probably worth it. Let's continue towards Hoover Dam. Since we couldn't walk to it, we're gonna drive to it. They do have a pretty thorough security checkpoint here. I mean, let's face it, I'm sure a lot of it is theater, but they did ask to check the cargo in the back under the tonneau cover. But, for example, they didn't care that I was carrying 5 gallons of fuel, so I don't really know what they were looking for. Anyways, let's stop here by the Memorial Bridge Plaza, mainly for the view. We've been here before, and it is a relatively new bridge, completed in 2010. Well, there you go, the Nevada sign, and it looks like I just lost an hour. Because in theory, I'm in mountain time now, right? I guess technically until I cross the Colorado River, I'm not in mountain time, but this is the Mike O'Callaghan Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge, and very soon we're gonna see Hoover Dam from the middle of the bridge. By the way, the bridge, it is the widest concrete arch in the Western Hemisphere, and it is the second highest bridge in the United States. There it is, Hoover Dam! And the views of Hoover Dam are pretty spectacular. It is a magnificent engineering marvel, isn't it? Actually, to be honest, what's coming up is the real engineering marvel, Hoover Dam. Built in the early 1930s during the Great Depression on the Colorado River between Nevada and Arizona. It was unprecedented at the time, since such a large concrete structure had never been built before, and even some of the techniques were unproven. Yep, pretty sketchy. Over 100 people died during its construction. The result? The largest reservoir by volume in the United States when it's full, also known as Lake Mead. Let's continue driving over the dam here onto the Arizona side and find parking. Really impressive. The size of the structure. I'm still flabbergasted at how low the water level is. I'm about to travel in time here, so I suppose we were somewhere up there, around that area. Okay, watch me travel in time here. It's 5:20 in Arizona, and now it's 4:20 in Nevada. And I interrupted their picture. I'll travel in time once again on the way back. There are these Illuminati-looking statues, half man, half eagle, meant to symbolize the readiness for defense of our institutions and keeping of our spiritual eagles ever ready to be on the wing. I've always been intrigued by these Illuminati-looking sculptures here.
Symbolism directly in front of the monument
They're saying what it means.
The castings are over 30 feet tall, weigh over 4 tons, and one of the largest monumental bronzes ever cast in the United States.
Right, I'm about to travel in time again. This time we're going from Nevada to Arizona. Right now, I'm here. I'm standing in both Nevada and Arizona. Arizona, Nevada. And it's also a mountain time zone and Pacific time zone. So. Oh, by the way, tip of the day. If you park on the Nevada side, it's $10. It's a garage. If you park at one of these parking lots, like the lookout points, it's free. You're welcome.
It actually doesn't look as impressive on camera as it does in real life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take the tour today, but one of these days, we'll be back.
I saw a video from 1983 and it looked like Niagara Falls was rushing through this spillway. I believe that's the highest the water level has ever been. Yeah, the sun goes down way too early this time of the year, which is, by the way, early February here. But it gives me an excuse to return one of these days with more time. And you know I will. I found this video I took when I came back in 2013, and the water level was noticeably higher. And with that, we're gonna say goodbye to Hoover Dam for now.
There it is.
Unfortunately, today, time is running out. There's so much more to explore. Home sweet home. The unique colors of the desert at sunset never cease to amaze me. What's for dinner? Well, burgers. Anyways, good night. Ooh, that's a pretty tight turn here, but here's the thing. I didn't feel like driving all around the entire RV park when I'm so close to the exit.
Continue on Lakeshore Road for 10 miles.
Okay, we're gonna go to this place called the Government Wash. I've seen other people camp there, and I do believe with the annual pass, it's free. Otherwise, you have to pay like $10 or something like that. Anyways, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a break there, have breakfast, and then we continue.
I don't know if you've noticed, but it is a gorgeous day. So I'm just gonna be stopping here and there whenever I see a cool scenic overlook like this one.
This is called Sunset View Scenic Overlook.
Sunday seems to be a slow day in these parts. There's virtually no one here.
Slow day for sure.
I see a bunch of RVs down there, so this must be it. By the way, very popular boondocking spot right here by the lake. Perhaps I should have stayed here instead of the RV park. Decisions. Well, this looks like a nice spot to have lunch.
Spinach and some of that onion and pepper frozen mix that I usually buy, and I put a little bit of cooking wine and a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna cook that first. And then here I've got some eggs, and I added some mild salsa that I had there, and we're gonna do like a scrambled eggs thing. Should be delicious. Yep, that'll fill me up.
The journey continues. Towards the Valley of Fire we go. We came here a little over a year ago, and I want to do a couple of the hikes that we didn't get a chance to do back then. Such an amazing landscape, and we ain't seen nothing yet. I'm running kind of low on gas, and there's supposed to be a gas station here in Echo Bay, towards the northern end of Lake Mead. Is this it? Looks like a pump from the 1980s. Tell you what, I don't feel like walking to the store and paying and then coming back, so we're going to continue. I still have plenty of gas to get to the next town, and if I run out, if worse comes to worse, it's not the end of the world. I have a 5-gallon jug back there, meant for the generator, but I could use it for the truck in an emergency. And here we are, Instagram moment. By the way, the National Park annual pass is no good here. This is a Nevada state park.
Hi.
It's gonna be $10.
All right.
Are you gonna camp?
Nah, just a couple hours.
Tape that 10 to your windshield.
Here we are, Valley of Fire State Park. Let's do the hike to Elephant Rock.
Last time we were here, I was under the impression that the Elephant Rock Trail was much longer. That's in part why we didn't do it back then. Oh, what a strange planet this is. And there it is. Do you see the resemblance? Actually, it is kind of like a Monet. Once you get closer, it doesn't quite look like an elephant anymore. As I said, we've been here before, but never with Minitini the trailer in tow. So it should be a cool drive from the perspective of the rooftop camera. From any perspective, really, this place is out of this world.
Oh, might as well, I'm here. I was just gonna do the elephant, but I thought the elephant was gonna be more. So let's just, do a little more. I'm not gonna do the whole park, but let's drive around at least, to the Rainbow Vista, it's called. I wanted to hike that one last time, but that one was a little longer.
There's the visitor center, which we are not going to visit. We're gonna continue. This here is called Mouse's Tank Road, and it goes to the northern end of the park. In my opinion, the most beautiful part. I feel compelled to cut parts of this for the sake of brevity, but it is just too beautiful of a drive. There are several trailheads along the way, but I have one in mind. It is called the Rainbow Vista. Oh well, the trailhead parking lot seems to be full.
As you saw, there was no parking over there. I'm gonna wait it out and see if there is parking when I come back. But for now, let's see this Silica Dome formation here. Hopefully there is parking.
Another unbelievable landscape here, let me tell you. Can you believe I hadn't heard of this place until last year when Paul Sharon of the Motorhome Experiment told me about it? It is one of those under the radar places, I guess. But let me tell you, totally worth a visit. Anywhere you look, in any direction, it is amazing. This is the famous Silica Dome, by the way.
I thought it said oversized vehicle parking, but it says bus unloading only.
Well, while we're here, might as well go all the way near the end, to the Fire Wave. That's the trail that we did last year when we were here. And one of these days, let me tell you, I'd love to camp here in the park and spend a few days, do a few hikes. There is so much to see here. I'm gonna turn around here at the Fire Wave trailhead, and hopefully we can find parking now at the Rainbow Vista. Busy Sunday here at the park. Somewhere down there is the Fire Wave, and if you haven't seen that video, do check it out. No RV on that one, but the video itself is pretty awesome, if I may say so myself. This isn't really gonna work now, is it? I'm too wide. How about here? Yeah, this is perfect.
Let's do it.
Should be a relatively easy trail, 1.5 miles or so round trip. some parts not very well marked, but I think I can find my way back if worse comes to worse.
Surreal. I hope the camera can capture what my eyes are capturing. The golden color of these formations here. It's incredible. And of course over there.
Of course, there's too much wind, so I'll narrate from here on. They even have a sign with a camera icon at the best vantage points. I found out, after the fact of course, that I was supposed to climb one of these hills for a better view, but you know what? I'm not complaining. The colors are amazing. I guess that was the rainbow. And now we're going into the Fire Canyon.
All of a sudden it got cloudy. Well, perhaps I spoke too soon when I said it was a very easy trail because I just had to there's some climbing involved. Let's just put it that way. I mean, it is easy for the most part. It's just a couple of spots. It's actually very, very fine sand here on the floor. Sand and rocks, you see? It's a very fine sand. Like red sand, like if we were in Mars. Look at that, this is amazing.
I think we've reached the end. Yeah, I don't think we can go any further.
Okay, I won't go any further.
What an amazing view, though. Check out that distant snow-capped mountain.
Well, time to go back. I'd say that was definitely worth the price of admission here. Very cool hike. I just love these layers on the rock. They're everywhere. Anyways, I hope we don't get too much wind noise here on the video. I'm gonna head back, and no idea what time is it. Is I have it on my mileage count. I've walked. I've walked only half a mile, really, 0.55 miles. So it's not a long. I mean, unless you're supposed to continue going, which I don't think so. Now we continue. Did bring my water. Look at that. It looks like an upside down cup. Doesn't that look like a dog face?
Here's looking back towards the canyon.
The canyon actually looks a lot nicer when the sun hits it, doesn't it? We've got some rolling clouds. This cactus here. And when you see people on the trail, you get an idea of scale. You know, it is really magnificent. Ooh-ah. Okay, I guess this is a shortcut towards the parking lot. So I see what they meant by 1 3/4 miles. It's the whole thing. It's not one way, but it is like a loop. And now we're looping back around here. All right, this was fun. A very well marked trail in this part. Because that's the rainbow. At the time I didn't realize. Well, we're almost back and right on time to leave Valley of Fire. And around 3 p.m. I have 2 hours of sunlight, so I must find a camping or boondocking location within the next 2 hours. Shouldn't be hard.
Let's hit the road.
I'm gonna try to do a U-way here. Should be able to. Uh-oh. I think I hit something. Yeah, I hit a rock. Valley of Fire has left its indelible mark on my new truck. Okay, there's... Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk a U-turn. So I'm just gonna
Head
go...
south on Mouse's Tank Road, White Domes Road toward Rainbow Vista.
So I'm just gonna do a U-turn further down.
Well, as I said, we have about 2 hours of daylight left, and I have several options between here and Zion National Park. There are a couple of BLM lands, state parks, but I think my best choice is going to be the Walmart at Mesquite, Nevada, right before the Arizona state line. Yeah, we have to cross a little bit of Arizona before we get to Utah.
Wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Anyways, here we are. The RV-friendly Walmart Supercenter in Mesquite, Nevada. Our home for the night.
Bro, what do you know? They say Walmart. With the view. Check out the mountains.
It is very windy, and tonight it is going to be very cold, but tomorrow we are going to Zion National Park. Bucket list, baby.
Beautiful. By the way, this is the town of Mesquite in Clark County, Nevada. The next Walmart in Arizona is not RV friendly, so this is the one.
Well, anyways, good night.